Body, Spirit International Festival at the RDS tomorrow, Sunday and Monday. A lot of things happening over this weekend on account of it's the bank holiday weekend, yes. Mind, Body, Spirit International Festival, RDS, tomorrow, Sunday and Monday. One of the many, many exhibits which you will be able to see there if you go is this machine, which is called a GDV camera. It is the brainchild of our next guest, who is a scientist, not a medical doctor, a scientist. And the idea is this, that he says that all the fingers that you have are relevant to and connected with organs of the body. Each finger has a separate selection of organs of the body: the lungs, heart, liver, kidneys, spleen, pancreas, all of that. And he takes a photograph of your fingertips and the aura that surrounds each fingertip. For example, if he is doing a readout for you, you place your finger on this pad, which is really, I suppose, a lens, and you place your thumb of the right hand there, then the fourth finger, then middle finger, fourth finger, little finger, and then you repeat that exercise with the left hand. And that goes through that machine, through the laptop computer, into a standard printer, a standard computer printer, so that you end up with a readout of what has just been, as it were, photographed by this machine. Are you with me still? Fingertip we're talking about. But around every fingertip there is an aura. It's not actually a fingerprint you're getting the aura around each fingertip. And for example, that was my reading which was done for me yesterday. In other words, that's my left hand thumb, my right hand thumb, left hand forefinger, right hand forefinger, left hand middle finger, right hand, left hand, right hand, fourth finger, right hand, and right hand, little finger, left hand, little finger. Okay? And what we're looking at is that aura around each finger. Again, I make the point that he would say that every finger is relevant to different organs in the body, including the brain and the spine and all of that. And what you're looking for in that aura is a lovely, healthy aura around each one, signifying that the organs that that finger is relevant to are healthy and good. What you have to look out for is a broken aura, partly healthy, partly good, but jagged around the rest of the circumference. Do you understand that? That's what he's saying. And that this can give a readout of the energy level in that organ, and it has the potential for noticing incipient illness in that organ. Would you welcome, please, Dr. Konstantin Karotkov. Here he is. From he's down there. Well done, Konstantin. Now, okay, just to show that we asked some people before the show to take for Dr. Konstantin Karotkov to take a reading of them and to see what became apparent to him in that reading. Where's Jerry Walsh from Kilchimock, County Mayo? Where are you, Jerry? There you are. Jerry? Oh, there you are. Would you stand up, please? Thank you, Jerry. Just remain standing. How old are you, Jerry?
80 years old.
80 years old, and you went through this. Now, this is your aura, Jerry, here, marked A, okay? Now, Dr. Karotkov, what did you deduce from Jerry's readout?
In principle, it's quite good aura, but it's weak. You see how many holes, you see it's not very well balanced. But anyway, we should put a stress that this particular person has a very good attitude to life, because his head area is very well balanced. At the same time, he has some problems. And I would tell his particular attention to area of prostate.
Prostate?
Yes, to area of blood circulation. It's not very properly. And you see it influence his legs very strongly. To area of his spine. It's not clearly seen here, but it's very clearly represented when we take all readings. And to systems of inner digestive tract. So it's very, very weak. So from one hand, it's quite weak aura. From the other hand, by his positive attitude to life, he balances his own situation. And I hope that he will keep his balanced situation for at least 100 years.
What about his heart and kidneys and all of that sort of get-up?
It needs cleaning. It's weak. But anyway, his heart is quite good.
His heart is quite good. Okay. Now, Jerry, how does that tally with you? Talk to me about your general health and so on.
Yes, my birthday is today.
Is it? Oh, well. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And many happy returns. So, and how is your health?
Generally speaking, the engine is good, but the chassis is going down a little bit.
So he's right about the legs, is he?
The hip. Did you mention about the hip?
He said legs, actually,
Yes,
but
I
around
got a
the
hip
leg
in
area,
9
the
years
hips and
ago.
so on. Yes, I
Had
see.
an accident and broke the hip.
What about your heart?
Yes, everything in order.
Yes.
I had a checkup last week.
Yeah.
I'm heading for Australia next Tuesday
Are you?
for the winter.
For the winter?
And I got had a checkup.
Yes, which will you be out of Kilchimock for the winter?
Yes,
Yes.
gone down for 3 winters now.
Yes, and what about, if I may be personal, prostate and what he mentioned?
Oh,
and all
yes, I
that?
had a prostate problem about 5 years ago.
Yes.
And it was fixed up in Galvia Hospital.
Was it?
Dr. Kane Kiltama,
Yes.
Mr. Nee of Galvia.
Yeah.
And
you're all right in that
yes,
department
it
now?
cleared up without any operation now.
Without any operation? Well
that's
done.
right.
Good. So is there, does he strike a chord at all with you then?
I didn't hear what he said.
Well, what, you didn't hear it all?
I didn't hear.
I see. Well, he mentioned the prostate and he
Yes.
mentioned your legs.
Yeah.
And he mentioned your blood circulation.
Yes. And did he say the blood circulation was all right?
Did you say the blood circulation was good or bad?
Not that proper good.
Not what?
Not very properly adjusted.
It's not properly adjusted, your
Right.
circulation.
Yes, but I have no problem with blood pressure or...
No, not blood pressure, but it's circulation of energy and blood around the body to extremis. It prevents proper circulation of proper functioning of all systems. It's very weak energy, but anyway, it's good.
But sure, what do you expect of a man of his age? He says himself, the chassis is, the heart is good, but...
The chassis is going
chassis
a
is
little
going.
bit. And I don't think I'll be entering for any marathons, you know.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Jerry, anyway. Well done. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. We're glad to have you with. Okay. Just let me try... Where is Margaret McCann from Dunleary? Margaret, there you are, Margaret. Okay, you just stay where you are and we'll have... Now, this is Margaret's, your B. What about that one then, Konstantin?
You see from this picture, it's much more disturbed than compared with previous one.
Disturbed, yes.
Yes, so first of all, I would tell that this person that is not balanced psychologically.
Psychologically?
And I'm sorry, but we make these readings.
Yes.
Usually we are doing it very privately, but anyway.
That's all right, yes.
So
They
I wouldn't
volunteered,
present all information,
Yeah.
be sure.
Yeah.
And this, some blocks in her energy field, of course, influence her physical situation. And first of all, I would tell that she has very big pressure on her heart area. So her heart area is blocked and it don't properly works, but it's not physical problem. It's energy problem that may be represented on physical level. And of course it prevents proper circulation of energy and blood to lower areas and to extremities, and it may create some current, a lot of current problems. But I would make that main problem is inner attitude.
Inner attitude. Now, Margaret, what do you make of all that? Are you healthy and well, or have you had a bad time, or what?
No, I need a new heart. I need a heart transplant.
You need a new heart. You have been told this, of course.
Yes.
And is there an estimate for when you might receive a new heart?
Well, I'd like it next week, but they say it'll be maybe another 18 months or so, you know?
I see. So he's right about the energy levels then, and the broken aura.
Yes.
And so on. And did you have operations for anything else?
No, not yet, no.
Not yet. I see. So are you impressed with the reading which you got then?
I am impressed, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That you were able to spot that. Now, this is a very sort of preliminary kind of thing, and it's done in a rush. And normally you would have patients coming back to you several times over a period to get
Of course, it depends. We can make a reading on the spot, and then we tell persons that please pay attention to this and that area.
Yes.
And we recommend what should be done. And in our medical centers, in hospitals, of course, we are doing some treatment. And then we see how it changes, whether this treatment was positive or whether it was negative or it was nothing. And it's very good to select the proper way how to deal with person.
Yeah.
Because it's not only physical treatment, it's not only pills, it's not only medicine, conventional or complementary. It should be a very complex way.
Yes, you're not against conventional medicine or
No,
medication.
we work hand by hand with doctors. With a lot of doctors in different countries, not only in Russia. And we have some projects how to introduce a more spiritual attitude to scientific level, to medical level.
Yes, yes. Well, now, you referred to Margaret's psychological attitude. Does that make sense to you, Margaret? It does?
Yes.
Your psychological attitude is not good, he says.
If I can help it, I won't have it. If I can help it, if I can fight it, I will.
If you can fight what?
If I can fight not having the heart.
Oh, yes. But you've been told that you need it.
Yes, doctors have told me I need it. Yeah.
And are you generally sort of debilitated because of this?
There are times I'm very bet up, you know.
Yes.
There's times that I'm terrific. I could climb a mountain, but
yes,
by 6 o'clock that evening I have to have a rest, you know.
Yes. And, oh yes, that's another point. It depends, of course, on what time of the day these readings are taken very often. That it can vary.
For different people, differently.
Yes.
For some people, they are quite stable during the day and from day to day. Very many people, they are very flexible. And they reflect all energies of the world. They reflect sun, moon, stars, and but it's very clearly seen from the aura.
From the aura. Talk to me about this before I say who it is.
This particular person is very active. You can compare this auras with this. You see how
it's a big, solid aura.
Yes, big and solid.
Yes.
And so I should tell you, first of all, this person is very active energetically.
Yes.
And maybe it's even overactivity. And I would pay attention to this head area. You see, it's very, very as if some blast going out. You see.
Some blast?
Yes.
Blast of what?
Blast of energy.
Of energy. And is that bad?
No, it is. It's not bad or good. It is. It is this type of person.
Yes, okay.
So for this particular person, I would tell that attitude of this person to life is maybe as with pink eyes, pink glass.
You mean lively?
I mean...
Extrovert?
Of course, extrovert.
Happy,
but
yes.
maybe little too much happy.
A little over the top.
Yes.
A little OTT, right.
Yes.
But healthy, it's a healthy body, is that what you say?
Body is quite healthy, but we can predict some physical situations as well.
Like what?
I wouldn't like to tell it on the public.
You wouldn't like to make it public,
yes.
But you see some potential weakness.
Yes. I can spot some weak areas.
Yes.
And potential weak areas. And I can predict that for this type of person, it may be a strong transformation connected with psychology situation that strongly influence physical situation.
Do you think the psychology of this person is bad or good?
Very good.
Very good.
Very good. It's very positive attitude to life. It's very good.
And as a healthy person.
Healthy person.
And you'll be able to tell him or her afterwards the sign of weakness that you see.
Yes.
Which should be fascinating for them because it's Linda McGivney Nolan. How are you, Linda? I
I'm very well,
you.
thank you.
This is the
I'm
daughter
pleased to
of
say.
our peace commissioner who comes in and helps us out with our postal quiz and so on. What do you think of that then, Linda?
Well, I would think it's fairly accurate. I would say I'm a fairly healthy person, and yes, I do tend to be overactive. I have a very busy job. I'm up early in the morning. I work extremely hectically through the day.
Yeah.
I usually end up missing lunch, working into the evening, sometimes, you know, right through the week. But I thrive on it. I love it.
And OTT?
Yeah, I was warned about that 2 weeks ago.
What? About being OTT?
About overdoing it energetically.
I see. Who warned you? Medical warning?
My doctor, yeah.
Really? Said you were doing too much?
Yeah, she said, take it easy, chill out.
Take it easy, slow down,
she said, take time for yourself.
I see. Well, we won't discuss it in public, but Konstantin reckons that...
I'm dying to get hold of you later.
I know everybody wants to know about themselves. It's wonderful, wonderful. Okay, now, Doreen Clark. Hello, Doreen, there you are, and you're from Carrickmacross, County Monaghan. This is Aura D. What do you make of that?
Yes.
This is for Doreen.
First of all, please pay attention how very positive attitude to life, how strong her aura in the head area, how this is a person who can really enlighten our other person, who can really support other person. And I'm sure that for this type of person, a lot of people coming and asking help and moral support, because it's really very good spiritual situation. And but of course, physical, you see, it's a lot of different holes, a lot. And first of all, it's a lot of areas where it's necessary to pay attention to, and endocrine system, liver system, kidney system, spine, of course, not in very proper station.
He's saying, Doreen, you're a lovely woman, but you're banjaxed. Does that make any sense to you? It's a long list of things there. Does that make any sense to you?
Exactly.
Exactly?
Yes.
The whole lot?
The whole lot.
The whole entire bit?
The whole lot.
But you're very extrovert and you have a good spirit, and people come to you for help and advice, and you're always there for them.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes, I am.
see. So you wouldn't contradict him in any way then?
Not at all, no.
Not at all.
No.
Okay. All right. Well,
Very good.
Well, that's very good. Now, Konstantin, this aura, you're reluctant to say that you can pinpoint physical deterioration, or are you? You're talking about energy levels,
Yes,
as distinct
only,
from medical matters. Yes.
And please pay attention that I am not a doctor.
You're not a doctor, I know
am
that.
scientist.
Yes.
So I'm never doing medical diagnosis. It's doctor concerned to do it.
Yes. And
So I can make description only of energy station and psychology way.
And so if you say to somebody, I think your liver is a bit wonky, or perhaps your heart needs attention, what you expect them to do is go away and consult with somebody about that.
Of course, sure, 100% sure. And after these readings, a person should always come to conventional doctors or doctors of complementary medicine and consult and discuss with them.
Yes, and you can go for sports people as well. You're doing a lot of research
Yes,
into the
it's
aura
very
of sports people.
interesting.
Why is it so interesting in sports people?
Because we found out the way how to predict the best situation for sportsmen to prepare them for competition. And for every particular sportsman of high level, of course, it's his own way how he should be prepared. For someone, it's necessary to relax them just before the competition. For others, it's necessary just to energize them.
Yes.
And for someone, it's necessary just to tell some words about themselves and about their competitors. And that's enough. And it's clearly seen from the auras. So we keep track on their auras during training period and in competition time, and then we can really make some conclusions. And it's a big program. It comes as an international program. We have it with Swedish University, with Finland University, in our Institute of Sport, so I'm sure it will be a very powerful technique for coaches and sportsmen themselves.
Very good. Well, I won't embarrass you by asking to give a reading of my auras. I'll skip that. He's already told me some things, indeed, which I will take on board. Anyway, I'm sure you'll get a lot of people coming and wanting to use your machine tomorrow as a sort of experiment and so on. You'll be inviting people to do so, will you?
Yes.
Tomorrow
yes,
and Sunday and Monday
sure,
in the ODS.
sure.
All right. Thank you very much indeed, Konstantin.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Konstantin Karotkov. Konstantin Karotkov. Well, people are always looking for new approaches to medicine, the magic formula of finding out what might be wrong with them, what is potentially wrong with them. I suppose if you get a couple of warnings from different sources, including that source about something or other, I suppose you should attend to it before it's too late. That's just an idea. Anyway, now, coming up, the third clue in